We have an unholy alliance straight from the pits of hell to report to you today. The Hill explains, President-elect Donald Trump's transition team is considering making Senator Ted Cruz the next Attorney General, according to a new report. Cruz discussed a possible role in Trump's upcoming administration at a meeting in Trump Tower in New York City Tuesday. A person familiar with the matter told Bloomberg Politics. I'm at a loss for words. I really am. That's unbelievable. Do you guys remember the primary? Donald Trump accused Ted Cruz's dad of killing JFK. That sounds like a joke. No, but I'm serious. That's what happened. He did that. He tweeted an image of Ted Cruz's wife, and it said it was, or I should say he retweeted it, and it said something about nobody would spill the beans on her or something. You know, an obvious pun, or the intended point being like, you know, she ain't, a picture's worth 1,000 words. She's not as hot as your wife is, Don. I think it was a comparison of Melania versus Ted Cruz's wife. Like, this guy was the quintessential high school bully slapping around Ted Cruz. Now, I admit, the wife, you know, jab aside, because that was fucked up. There's no reason to swipe at his wife. But I enjoyed watching Trump manhandle Cruz during the primary, because Cruz is the most smarmy dickhead on the planet, and I actually think he's more dangerous than Donald Trump. I do. But now Cruz is genuflecting at the altar of power. Oh, you won. Oh, dear leader Donald Trump, you won. Now I will be your loyal servant, as long as I get a nice sweet gig in the administration. Attorney General? I'll take Attorney General. That'd be good, you know what I'm saying? So they despised each other. They yelled at each other. I think Cruz said he'd never support him, called him a con man. And then, of course, eventually he flipped. Now, why did he flip? People didn't talk about this that much. But he flipped because his donors fucking made him flip. We covered this story. You know, people who gave Ted Cruz a shitload of money were like, here's what's going to happen, buddy. You're going to fall in line, or your chances in 2020 or 2024, they just don't exist. We're not going to fund you. So he's like, oh, shit, now my political career's on the line. Oh, I love Donald Trump. Did I say I didn't like him? Me. I'm Ted Cruz. Me. What a loser he is. So now, again, on Donald Trump's part, now not that you couldn't piece it together beforehand, but now you really, 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 really know. I mean, this is piece of evidence number 9,712, that the guy, it's somehow he manages to fake authenticity in a way that's convincing to many people. Because understand something, if I'm going after a guy that hard in a primary on the Democratic side, like let's say I'm running against Evan Bayh being a massive corporatist sellout Democrat who's a lobbyist and he's the worst of the worst. I don't even know why he bothers to call himself a Democrat anymore. If I'm going after that guy and I'm saying you're a puppet, you're corrupt, you're stupid, you're this, you're that, is there any chance that when I get elected that afterwards I'd be like, okay, somebody call Evan Bayh, he needs a position in my administration? It's literally a 0% chance. I just wouldn't do it. Why? Because I have principles, and because I've already established and I've already explained I'm not with that guy. I think that guy is fucking crazy, and I think he's a sellout, and I think he has bad character, and the list goes on and on. Donald Trump pretended like that was the case. Lion Ted. He called him fucking Lion Ted, and now he's like, can you please come lie for my administration? I'd really appreciate that. Lion Ted. All right, let's get Lion Ted in here, because now Lion Ted is Honest Ted, because now I want him on my team. Why would you do that? If he's a liar, you're saying he's a liar, he's a bad person, I don't agree with him, he fucking makes shit up. Now you just flip on that because it's politics and you're a standard politician. Donald Trump managed to pull off an amazing con. He really did. Like, he pitched this idea to people that like, no, I'm the billionaire for the people. Alleged billionaire for the people. And I'm honest, I'm not like these other politicians. You know, I'm out here, I'm just telling it like it is for the common man. But look at his actions. You call him Lion Ted, you smear him a million ways, and then now you're like, no, you can come on board. I can't. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. And by the way, I just thought of this now, and it's true, like, but with Obama and Hillary, same thing. Like, the way they went after each other in the primaries, and then afterwards Obama's like, hey, Secretary of State? You want to be Secretary of State? Oh, good. It's so fake. Politics is so fake. We need actual, honest people in there. Now, finally getting to the substance here of what Ted Cruz would do as Attorney General. Well, we already kind of know because he did insane shit as Solicitor General in Texas. So, do you guys remember the story when he defended a state ban on dildos? Oh, good googly moogly. What have we gotten ourselves into? This guy might be the next Attorney General of the United States. And he thinks dildos should be banned. Ted Cruz, as Solicitor General, he bragged about, for example, defending 10 Commandments, statues, 10 Commandments monuments, or whatever the fuck they're called, on government land. Totally unconstitutional. Violates the First Amendment. There's a clear... You're violating the separation of church and state, and you're putting one religion over other religions by putting the fucking 10 Commandments on government property. He defended that. He was proud to defend that. I mean, this is a guy who has all the authoritarianism of Donald Trump, but mixed in with theocracy. And this is another example of it here. Hey, yeah, let's ban dildos because, pleasure for women. There's no right to pleasure for females. Come on now. And again, these are the people who also say at the same time, they speak out of both sides of their mouth, because then he'll say, small government. I love small government. I want government so small that it would knock down your door if you're a woman going to work on yourself with a vibrator or a dildo, and maybe put you in handcuffs, maybe fine you, something to that effect. We can't have it. We can't have women pleasuring themselves. Not in Ted Cruz's state, and now not in Donald Trump's and Ted Cruz's country. The year is 2016, and we might have somebody for Attorney General who is a fundamentalist Christian, who's a theocrat, who doesn't believe in secularism, who would ban dildos for women. All that's going on, and we have really serious problems that need to be addressed. I mean, climate change, income inequality, money in politics. These guys are like, those issues don't even register. I'm busy trying to make sure your wife doesn't get off, trying to make sure she doesn't have an orgasm. Well, I'll tell you what, Ted, seeing your ugly face on TV every day might guarantee that no woman ever has an orgasm again.